my experience with the plus started with me being abroad. So obviously, I was recommended to this clinic or this hospital by a friend of mine, and then I had to do my own research by inquiring to many other clinics here in Seoul, which is basically all around this block, right? So I had sent emails or text messages um, about a month before I decided on which clinic that I wanted to go to. Um, from the outset, what happened with the plus, I don't know if it was you or whoever else was in charge of foreign or overseas clients or patients, was that their ability to respond professionally in a timely manner um, was very impressive. So from the get-go, from the outset, I realized that they not only just wanted my business, but they put my mind at ease. So my experience, once again, in terms of why I chose, and my experience throughout until today, was that they're still very, very consistent. I think consistency is really key because anyone can really do whatever to get the clients, right? But I think the plus, it all starts with the surgeon in charge. They're all kind and uh, honest people here. That's what I feel.
How did you feel immediately after the surgery?
It hurts. Um, I my immediate reaction was that what the hell did I do? Um, but I'm a very present person, so what's done is done. I didn't really have massive procedures. I only had my eyes done. Um, but once again, I think the surgeon in charge did not over recommend or oversell to me um, what I didn't need. So, but how I felt physically was obviously pain, um, but mentally, I think I made the right choice because, again, throughout, prior to surgery, post surgery, again, it was very comfortable with the staff here. At the end of the day, um, people do business with people, and here they're very personable. The toughest part of my recovery was two things. It wasn't physical. I smoke and I enjoy smoking all my life, and that's probably the reason why my skin has aged so quickly. Is that the receptionist plus the surgical team had recommended me to quit smoking or cease smoking for a month. I'm a good negotiator, so I had negotiated for quitting smoking for 1 week, and that was yesterday. Yesterday over dinner, because it was my last night here, I smoked about 20 cigarettes, which I had to make up time. So that was the toughest part. I couldn't drink. I'm here in Seoul not only for this, but obviously I have clients here. So not being able to enjoy my wine was difficult, but that was the hardest bit. But in terms of my recovery, it was fine. I think there was no uh, infection. There wasn't any physical pain whatsoever. It was hard for me to look at my own face simply because I was bruised and swollen, but it was fine. It was fine.
That must have been really hard.
Not being able to smoke?
Yeah.
Damn straight. Yeah.
But that sounds like a smooth recovery process.
Mm.
Are you satisfied with the results of your eye surgery? How do they compare to your original eyes?
Um, I think I want to answer that in two folds. Number one, I didn't come here with any expectations, um, because I didn't really plan for this. I'm not much of a planner. I'm a very present person, but I think I'm also a human being in a sense that once you actually pay money for a service, I think we as all humans expect a certain level. And although I came here with no expectation, you start to see before and after pictures, and which is unrealistic. So in my mind, I love how I am today, but obviously I have to let it recover for a good 3 months. But do I have hope? Do I have hopes to have had a better result? Not a better result, but it's making me feel like, what do I want more next? Right? So I don't know if that is psychologically a mental mishap of mine or a placebo effect. But again, that's something that I think everybody has to control. But overall, I am extremely, extremely happy with the result and the service that the Plus has offered.
Wow, it's great to hear that you're satisfied with the results. What changes have you noticed in terms of appearance, comfort, or confidence after the surgery?
Um, you guys don't know me, but you could feel my energy. I am not a person that lacks any confidence. I didn't do this because I lacked confidence. The real reason why I chose to do a under eye surgery is because I felt that my mental state and my physical state was not equal, in the sense that I wasn't tired, but I looked tired. I didn't really like me explaining about the aspect of me being middle aged now, getting older. So that's essentially the reason why I wanted to have that balance of both how I feel inside and how I look outside. So that was my number one priority, and I think I've now achieved that. I don't think I look tired. I only slept 3 hours, but I think through the magic of the Plus's hands, I think now that balance is maintained. And that's the reason why I did it.
Wow, that's a wonderful change. How has your experience been with any follow up care and support provided by the clinic?
Well, today's my first follow-up care. So when it came to removing the stitches, they had pre-warned me that it's gonna sting a little bit. So my surgeon in charge had laid some local anesthesia, which hurt like hell. I think overall the aftercare today has been very entertaining.
Oh, okay. It's good to know that the follow up care has been helpful. Would you recommend this surgery to others considering it, and why?
100%. Based on my own experience, and I think I put my money where my mouth is that I think aesthetic augmentation or any kind of surgery, whether if it's invasive or not, has to do with the ability to trust the clinic of your own body. That's most important. On that front, I would give it, if 10 is the best score, I'd give it a 10 for the plus. And also, the result obviously does matter as well. And that result has to do with both the clinic, the surgeon, and yourself. So I think on that level, it matched. But what they expected to provide for me, and what was I willing to accept. So I think when that is at balance, you're satisfied. The clinic managed my expectation really well and really realistically. So I'm very happy. So I know you throw a stone in Shinsadong here and you'll hit about 100 clinics here, right?
Sure.
And everybody's preference is different, but I have to say that I really like the plus. I'm going to meet the surgeon after this interview, and one of the questions I have is, what more can I do in the future? Hopefully not now, but 3, 4, 5 years down the line. I think everybody's worries are different. Everybody's concerns are different. My suggestion would be to just do it, because there is no let me think about it, let me ponder about it. You either do or you don't. The fact that someone is even contemplating on it, so that's a positivity inside their head. And I think everyone should do whatever they want to do in life and not have any regrets.
All right. That's really helpful advice for anyone thinking about it. So, this is it. I really appreciate you sharing your experience today. I'm glad to hear that everything went well, and I hope you continue to have a smooth recovery.
Thank you very much.
Thank you again for your time.
And I want to thank you for your time. And I've enjoyed my time here 1 week in Seoul and also the Plus. I've agreed to the interview despite the fact that I'm a bit of a public person, but I've really, really enjoyed my experience here. And the reason why I'm doing this interview is simply because I wanted to share my positive experience with other people that could be thinking about should I do it, should I not do it. So I think overall, I wanted to help others.
Nice.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.